Real Madrid win 2-0, and they now go back to second place, tied with the same points as Barcelona in a very, very weird, interesting. I don't know how to describe the performance that we witnessed. I don't know why it was only 2-0. But listen, let's talk about everything. Let's talk about the lineup, which to me was very surprising. Let's talk about the first half, the second half, player performances, and of course, most importantly, the Haywan of the match after each game. Before I go any further, don't forget to, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and of course, comment your own thoughts from every single Real Madrid fan watching. What did you guys make of the game itself? As you guys know, I did not make a watch-along for this game. This is now the third game which I've missed because of a doctor appointment. Real Madrid has caused me to go to the doctors. That's how bad Carlo Ancelotti's ball has been so far this season. I went to the doctors, well, my heart pressure is high, but they said my brothers, bro, my GP literally said to me, yo, hey, chill out, bro. Like, yo, at the moment, you're stressing too much. I watch your content, you stress too much. Chill, okay? Chill, broski. Like, your health. Madrid, why are you letting Madrid cause you? Bro, I said, bro, have you seen Carlo ball? So, you know what? I was like, calm, I'm going to calm. I came back, rewatched the game, and this is what I've made of the game itself. In goal, we had Thibaut Courtois, Lucas Vazquez, Raul, David Alaba, Ferland Mendy, Tchouaméni, Luka Modric in the pivot. We've got Rodrigo, Brahim, Vini, and Mbappe. Of course, the biggest takeaway so far is no Jude Bellingham due to the suspension. He is, of course, missing the next two games, which is this game and the game against Real Betis. On top of that, David Alaba returns and starts his first ever official game for Real Madrid since 2023 in December, before he, of course, had the ACL injury. And, of course, it also means no Fede Valverde. We had Lucas Vazquez coming back into the starting 11. So the biggest takeaways is Jude, who we were hoping to get rest, is now suspended, which is good. And of course, Fede Valverde, who is an ever starting member of that starting 11, is also getting rested. And Rudiger is also on the bench. So three players who needed rest are not playing, which is the best thing that I've seen from Real Madrid. And the first half, I'm going to be real. The first half was only 1-0. And it came towards the end of the first half with a Lukita, with a Luka Modric screamer. And I will talk about Luka Modric on the player ratings, and I'll give a special tribute because the performance that he had today was exceptional. But the first half, I was asking myself, why was it not 2, 3, 4, or 5 goals? The amount of chances that we had, all these 1, 2, 3, they were missing easy chances. And the final pass was missing. We was doing very well to get into the final third, to get into the positions box, but the final pass was missing. Like, one of them was the Vini one, where Vini literally, Rodrigo, great first touch to Vini. Vini progressed, and the final pass was missing. I've seen a lot of people say, why did he shoot it? Why did he wait that much? My brother, he did the right decision. Him deciding to run and progress and then pass was the right decision. It's just the pass which was missing. Great idea, poor execution. That's the great. If you guys don't remember, it is very similar. Again, I'm going all the way back. This is flashback time. It reminded me very similar to Bale and Ronaldo. When Bale passed the ball and Ronaldo finished it against Champions League semi-final against Bayern Munich in 13-14. Again, Vinny did the right decision. Because the reason why he ran and progressed with the ball is he was waiting for two things. He was waiting, first of all, not Mbappe to be in offside position. So he had to, most importantly, be ahead of Mbappe. And secondly, he was waiting for the right moment where the goalkeeper was willing to attack Vinny before passing the ball. So the decision was right. It just is a poor execution. And there was other chances as well. But my biggest takeaway from the first half was one thing. And that was, in the whole first half, it was this. Go check the first half average position of the game. Go check the heat map for all these three players. The heat map was literally this. The right-hand side was completely vacant. And all three of them was on the left-hand side. And the second half, it wasn't any better. But I've made my observation why, and I'll tell you exactly. I'll tell you now before. Let me talk about the second goal. Of course, the second goal came from a great link up from Mbappe and Vini, and they tried it. Vini basically missed Mbappe twice before the goal itself. There was 2 moments where Mbappe made the right runs, Vinny didn't find him. And I'll talk about Vinny's performance because I feel like a lot of Madrid fans online are basically hating on his performance, but I don't think he was that bad. I'll talk about it specifically. But he made 2 great runs in Mbappe, but Vinny missed him. And he was close to missing him as well. Like if you guys check, Modric passed it great to Vinny. Mbappe was making the run. Mbappe was waiting, was about to make the run. He missed the run. The best thing about Vinny is he didn't pass it because Mbappe was in offside position. So he delayed his pass, and Mbappe did very well. Rather than complaining and say, "Oh my God, where's the pass?" He dragged back. He made sure to go back and made sure he was onside. He was onside. Vinny managed to find a pass. But what that is for me, elite. This is why the relationship is getting better and better and better. The movement from Vinny was exceptional, but the pass from Mbappe, 2 things, bro. Alhamdulillah. 2 things, bro. The pass, delightful. The way of the pass, amazing. But most importantly, it's the intelligence and the IQ, the timing of the pass. Because he knew he had to make sure that the pass was right on point when Vinny was going to receive it. And trust me, that pass, bro, elite pass. Of course, Vinny got the pass, first time finish to make it 2-0. And then from there, Real Madrid was in a much better position. Girona did have some chances. They had some chances from basically, who is it? From, where is it? From 2 players who came off the bench. Yeah, from Asperilla and Brian Gill. I think these 2 players, when they came on, they did have a lot of good moments on the left-hand side, right-hand side. Like Lucas Vazquez got cooked about 2 or 3 times on the left-hand side. Felt like Asperilla had some great runs. Like whenever he had the ball, you felt like something was about to happen from it. And I think both these 2 players did have a good impact. Similar to, of course, Camavinga. Camavinga came, of course, off the bench. And for me, he had a very good cameo off the bench. Great 20 minutes where I think it was a much better, and you're starting to see his rhythm is finally back compared to what it was against Osasuna. And I feel like now he's slowly getting back to his full fitness. Endrick, I know he came for only 3 minutes, but he provided a very, very good run. Very good run. And the pass to Mbappe was perfect. In the last second of the game, Mbappe took a great fast touch, but the finish was missing. Bro, this is what Mbappe, Vini, Rodrigo, like this game, they were so wasteful up front. Now, I'll talk about each person specifically. But other than that, this, of course, win takes us to now 2nd place, tied on the same points as, of course, Barcelona. And next week will be a very difficult week for both clubs because Barcelona playing Real Sociedad. We are playing Real Betis away from home. And then, of course, you've got Atleti going up against 4th place in Bilbao. Bilbao, of course, they won today and they beat Real Valladolid 7-1. I will be doing a watch along for every single one of those games. Of course, on Saturday, it will be Madrid and Betis around 5:30, and then straight after that will be 8 p.m. Athletic against Bilbao, which I'll be doing a watch along for that as well. So that next week, I've got a feeling that one of these 3 clubs will be dropping points. Whether it's Barcelona, whether it's us, or whether it's Atleti, one of those 3 clubs will at least drop a point. I'm not sure who, but one of them will. Listen, let's talk about now the player performances. Let's start with Thibaut Courtois, and I think Thibaut made one good save in the first half, and 2 good saves in the second half. And I think whenever we needed him, and he was ready. He was ready. And I think his pass in this game was better than compared to what I saw against City and the previous games. I think whenever he had the ball, you felt like you were a bit shaky, you were a bit nervous. And I don't know why, but today, I think he was confident, he was good. So for that reason, I'm going to give him a 7.5 for his performance. Lucas Vazquez, I'm going to be real, man. Bro, I don't think he's completed one good cross, fam. Wallah al-Azim. Let me see. I'm not trying to be harsh. Most tackles hype, fam. Where's crosses? This is what I mean. Wallah al-Azim, bro. With Lucas Vazquez, you feel like that brother, yeah? You know when he crosses the ball, it feels like he's just crossing for the sake of crossing. He doesn't look and find and make sure he finds his man for. That brother just, it annoys me. In the second half, he got cooked about 2 or 3 times. And listen, there's a massive difference when Fede plays and when Fede doesn't play. But the most important thing is sometimes we have to rest Fede. Like sometimes we do have to rest Fede. And I think we picked the right game to rest him. It's not like Vasquez going to be starting every game. And most specifically, I think Carlo now knows he is not going to be a starting 11 player for all the big games. I think that Fede will be most likely the guaranteed right back for the rest of the season. So for Lucas Vasquez, I'm going to give him a 6. I'm not sure why my man got 7, bro. 7 is a myth, bro. I'm going to give him 6.5, man. 6.5. Before I get to now the other players of the rating, I've noticed one thing, yeah? Especially, the good thing is that we broke our streak of losing 3, of not winning in our last 3 La Liga games. Of course, the loss against Espanyol, the loss against, the draw against Osasuna, and the draw against Atleti. One thing I've noticed, because this game, I saw a lot of our players, structurally, they weren't it. Our structure and our system was all over the place. And against City, like if you compare that with the last game against City, where it was our best performance by far of the season, everyone played to where they know, and everyone was very disciplined. This game, the average position, like I said earlier, was all of this here. So one thing I've realized, I think Carlo, this is what Carlo does. I think against the smaller teams, whether that is in the league, I think Carlo basically tells his players, my brother, just do whatever you want to do, vibe it up. But in a big game, especially the 2 games against City, I saw we were much more disciplined. I actually saw a system in place for the first time this whole season. The game against City, I know City was bad. I know City lost it against Liverpool. But bro, we were very structured, like position-wise, and everyone knew what they had to do. This game, everyone was just vibing. So I think I'm starting to realize, especially with the season, is that in the smaller games, Carlo just tells his players, bro, just go out there. And in the big games, that's a bit more, all right, cool. Let's just sit down, let's analyze it, and let's make sure everyone knows what to do. That's just a very quick observation. Moving forward, Raul, I can't lie, man. Defensively, whenever this guy plays, we are a much better defensive team. And these two had a very good game. Raul, it feels like he's a leader, bro. It feels like this guy is only 21 years old. This guy, bro, this is his first season at Real Madrid. Forget season. He's only played for about 4 months, bro. His debut was in November. And this guy, it feels like this guy's been playing for Madrid for like 3 or 4 years. Like, our defense is much more reliable. And the funny thing about it, this guy today had 3 partners next to him. He played with Alaba, he played with Tchouaméni, and then he played when Rudiger came on. So he had 3 different partners, but he was still reliable, and he still understood what to do. And just, I love what he does. There was maybe in the first half where he was lacking a bit concentration, because I think he got carried away with two chances over the pass, or just missing that quick focus. But I think other than that, I think he's been reliable. But I think our better centre back, in my personal opinion, was Alaba. I was very, bro, give this brother a 6, bro. I was very, very impressed with Alaba. Like today, yeah. You did not feel that Alaba has been injured with an ACL for the past year and a half. It felt like Alaba was playing last week, bro. Bro, his reading of the game, him knowing and him smelling where the danger is so elite. Like, I love the fact he knew where the cross was just going. He stopped with he was very aware of every cross coming to him, and he stopped with all the crosses perfectly. His reading in terms of understanding where players are around him is very good. And him on the ball, it just provides a complete different dimension, because I've always said it, a left-footed centre-back gives you another element and another, it's basically a cheat code in build-up. It's basically a cheat code in build-up, because now you've got 2 players, especially now. I think these 2 are our best 2 ball-playing centre-backs. Alaba on the left, and Raul is a very good ball-playing centre-back. Much better than what I thought he was. So I think Alaba, for me, even though he only played 60 minutes, which I think was deserved, because there's no point of him playing 90 minutes, and I think Carlo did the right decision by taking him off. But for today, bro, I was very impressed with Alaba. Faysal Mendy, I'm not sure why he started. I was hoping for Frank Garcia to start today's game, especially at home, and especially to a team where you had Van der Beek playing on the right-hand side. So I was hoping for Frank Garcia to get maybe a starting position, and because I know Mendy is going to be playing all the big games. So there's no point Mendy playing this game. But Mendy, I think when Asprilla came on, Asprilla had him 2 or 3 times. For Mendy, it was better than Lucas Vasquez, that's for sure. I'm going to give Mendy, just reliable. Tchouaméni, I can't lie, man. This guy, he's heard all the slack. He's heard all the hate, all the criticism, and I think he's getting back to his best level. And that's a reason, I mean, he plays in his preferred position. He plays in his DM. And I think today he played as a DM, played very good, was solid, was reliable. Went as a centre-back, similar thing, reliable as well. I think he controlled the back line pretty well when he played it for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then went back to his position as well. Like Tchouaméni, once again, reliable, solid. But the person next to him, Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. This guy's 40. He might be 50. He can play till 60. And trust me, if he's 70 and retires, I wouldn't be surprised. Luka Modric, what an absolute performance. I think he created over 5 or 6 chances. He was everywhere on the pitch. Every chance came from him. He was dictating the midfield on his own. Like, whenever we wanted to play quick, we played quick. Whenever we wanted to slow the game down, we slowed the game down. Like, the way he was controlling the tempo of the game, just like it felt like he was playing chess. It felt like he was playing chess and it was 2-3 steps ahead. And it felt like the Girona midfielders were playing checkers. The guy was literally, at his age, you should not be moving and performing the way he's doing. And with Luka, it's always, all right, is it time to say goodbye? Is it time to say goodbye? Is it time to say goodbye? But when he drops these kind of performances, it makes you think, no, it's not. No, it's not time to say goodbye. Like, bro, what he did today is something which, bro, I'm not ready to say goodbye. Wallahi al-azim, I said goodbye to Toni Kroos last season, and it hurt. I'm not ready to say goodbye to Luka Modric, because Luka Modric is my favorite Real Madrid midfielder of all time. For me, and this is not a hot take, it's a common knowledge. It's been a common knowledge for so many years now. Luka Modric is Real Madrid's greatest ever midfielder. What he's done in Madrid, no one midfielder has ever done what he's done. So we are saying goodbye will hurt, but what he's done, mamma mia, bro. And I loved what Carlo did, is he purposely took him off at the 85th, 86th minute. Not because, bro, Modric could have completed 90 minutes. No biggie. But it's him wanting the whole stadium to give him the applaud which he deserves. Every single person stood up and applauded the masterclass of this man, because this guy has been giving us performances after performances since 2014. For about 11, 12 years now, he's been giving us greatness. So he deserves this. He deserves the applaud. And I hope whenever he starts, we do the exact same thing, whether it's home and away, because, bro, every away ground, they do the same thing. They applaud this guy, because this guy is one of the greatest that's ever touched this game. What a performance, bro. What an absolute performance at the H is at. And for me, deserves a 9.5. What a performance. Rodrigo, I don't know, man. Rodrigo was wasteful today, bro. Wasteful. And the chance he had, 1 chance in the first half, 2 chances in the second half. I think he went to the wrong position sometimes. And I think I don't know. I wasn't that overly keen with his performance. I think he had good moments. Again, I'm not saying he was bad. He had good moments with Mbappe, the 1-2s with Mbappe twice, and one pass that he gave to Vini in the first or second half. But other than that, I don't know, man. Rodrigo, I will give Rodrigo a 7. I will give Rodrigo a 7. Brahim, similar thing. I think defensively he did a lot. Defensively, he was there. Defensively, he was pressing. He was one of our only players really to press in the first half. And he was dropping deep, whether that's on the right-hand side, helping Lucas Vazquez, or on the left-hand side when needed to. And I think defensively, he was doing a good job. Going forward, he was trying to provide the passing. I don't think him and Rodrigo was any sort of difference between them. And I think, hold on. Why is Vinny here? These two, for me, were our better forwards. But again, let me talk about Mbappe. I'll save Vinny to the end, yeah? Mbappe, for me, had a good game. Mbappe, for me, had an okay game. In the first half, he was dropping way too deep for my liking. Way too deep for my liking. But it was basically a combination of two things. It was a combination of, why are you dropping deep? That was my first question. My brother, why are you dropping deep? Stay around the box, because the last 3 games where you were like the game against City, where you scored 3 goals, you were literally around the box, my bro. Stay in the box and the ball will get to you. But then I looked at him and said, you know what? I cannot hear him, because the ball wasn't getting to him in certain stages. Like a chance in the second half, he made sure to stay in his position certain moments, and the pass from Luka Modric over the top where it got saved, great first touch, by the way, where it got saved from the goalkeeper. Like, that's what he needs to do. Just stay in the box and wait for the ball to get to you. But so I kind of hear him why he moved back. But when he did drop deep, especially in the second half, it felt like I was watching Karim Benzema, fam. Because, bro, there was about 2 or 3 times where he was making great. He dropped deep in the build-up. I was making great passes, whether to Vinny and behind the defense, which of course led to the goal, and another one to Vinny, and another one to Rodrigo. But whenever he got chances, he missed him. But the Luka chance, the Rodrigo chance where he gave him, the Endrick chance. Bro, the Endrick chance, great, elite first touch, but I'm not sure why. Bro, that should have been a goal. Other than that, I think Mbappe was, for me, better than Rodrigo, but not by a massive amount. But let's talk about Vinny, because I've seen a lot of mixed reactions about it. A lot of you guys felt he played bad, which is not true. Stop portraying this image about Vinny. First half, yes, decision-making was not good enough. His final third actions wasn't good enough. His final touch was missing. However, he was by far, and I repeat, by far, not just the first half, the second half he became much, much better. But throughout that whole game, he was by far our most attacking and most dangerous threat that we had. Like, every chance came from Vinny. Yes, certain moments, I looked at Vinny and said, bro, you can do better. Bro, you should have... Decision-making wasn't it in certain moments. However, I liked his intent. I liked the fact he was willing to attack and be direct, which is what Vinny is. So I can never blame Vinny for not being direct, because he always is direct. But certain moments, you could have done better. But why? I mean, he's getting to the places. It's just the final touch, which needs to be better. But bro, in terms of this front line, it wasn't like Rodrigo was better than him. No. Mbappe wasn't better than him. No. Vinny was by far, for me, our best attacker. And I think the second half, he became much better. The second half, I don't think he did anything wrong, except for maybe one pass, which he should have passed to Mbappe sooner, which he didn't. Like, he decided to take too much of the ball, and then to be fair, there was another one where Mbappe was asking for it, and his shot, which went way wide open, and Mbappe was basically saying, bro, pass the ball. Like I said, decision-making wasn't it, but I think he made sure towards the end of the second half, and I think the goal came at the right time. But the reason why I felt like he was making the wrong decisions is because of the fact the last 6 La Liga games, before today, the last 6 La Liga games, he hasn't scored. He hasn't scored. So I felt like he was desperate. I felt like he needed that goal. And I think 2025 hasn't been a very good month for Vinny, but I think today might have maybe unlocked this like desperation of like, let me score. And finally, he's got it now off his shoulder. And now hopefully moving forward, the game against Real Sociedad on Wednesday, the game against Real Betis next weekend, and then the Champions League game against Atleti. Hopefully the next 3 games, we get to see a different version of Vinny. But for me, Vinny deserves an 8. For me, he was our best attacker. But this is, of course, the ratings for me for this game. Put down in the comments what you guys felt about the game, your own opinion, your own perspective. And of course, what this means for Real Madrid is, as I said earlier, we are now tied with the same points, and our next 3 games are absolute vital, because it's literally 3 different tournaments. It's Real Sociedad, it's Betis, and it's Atletico Madrid. So our next 3 games is a must-win. 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 But guys, I'll see you guys soon with another match review, with another video. And I've got a video coming out tomorrow about a specific player, which I feel like his game is changing slowly and gradually. But let me in your mouth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Peace!